Welcome back to Be Inspired from Life. Every single morning, when you open your eyes, you are entering a battlefield. But the battlefield is not outside. It's not your job, not your surroundings, not your friends, not even your enemies. The real battle begins within you. It's the war that happens inside your own mind, inside your heart, and inside your soul. That's where your real war begins. And until you win that war, nothing outside will ever truly be won. The war inside is silent, invisible, and relentless. It's the voice in your head that tells you to give up. It's the doubt that creeps in when you try to change your life. It's the fear that whispers that you're not enough. It's the anxiety that reminds you of every mistake you've ever made. It's the guilt that chains you to your past. And it's the hopelessness that tries to convince you that your future isn't worth fighting for. Winning this war is not about being stronger than everyone else. It's about being stronger than the version of yourself that wants to quit. It's about facing the storms inside you without running away. It's about looking at your fears straight in the eye and saying, "You don't control me anymore." Because the truth is, the greatest battles in life are never fought in public. They're fought in silence, in your own mind, when no one is watching, when no one is cheering, and when no one believes in you but you. The hardest war you will ever fight is the one between who you are and who you're supposed to be. Every day, your mind tries to pull you back to comfort, to safety, to familiarity. It says, "Stay here, it's easier." But your soul whispers, "No, rise higher." And in that moment, you must decide which voice you will follow. Because the voice you listen to will shape your life. The voice you feed will become your reality. Some days, you'll wake up ready to fight. You'll feel strong, you'll feel powerful, you'll feel unbreakable. But other days, you'll wake up tired, you'll feel lost, you'll feel like everything is pointless. And it's in those moments when the war gets real, because that's when the enemy inside starts to whisper louder, telling you to give up, to stop trying, to just accept your fate. But let me tell you something, every time you ignore that voice, every time you get up when you don't feel like it, every time you choose to keep going even when your mind says no, you win another round. You don't need to win every day. You just need to keep fighting. Because consistency wins wars. Courage wins wars. Faith wins wars. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to refuse to surrender. The war inside is not fought with weapons, but with decisions. The decision to believe in yourself when no one else does. The decision to keep going when your body is tired. The decision to forgive when your heart wants revenge. The decision to stay disciplined when your mind seeks comfort. Those are the decisions that separate warriors from worriers. Understand this life will always test you. Pain will visit you. Doubt will try to destroy you. Temptation will try to distract you. Failure will try to define you. And fear will try to silence you. But the war inside is not about eliminating these things. It's about conquering them. Because victory isn't the absence of struggle, it's the presence of strength in the middle of it. When you win the war inside, no one can control you. No opinion can shake you. No failure can break you. Because your peace, your confidence, and your faith come from within, not from the outside world. That's true power. You see, most people lose the war inside because they keep feeding the wrong voice. They feed fear instead of faith. They feed excuses instead of action. They feed procrastination instead of discipline. They feed pain instead of purpose. Whatever you feed grows, and whatever you starve dies. So if you want to win the war inside, start starving your fears and start feeding your faith. Feed your mind with truth. Feed your spirit with gratitude. Feed your soul with hope. Feed your life with purpose. Stop letting your emotions make your decisions. Emotions are temporary. Discipline is permanent. Motivation fades, but consistency creates miracles. You don't need to feel ready, you just need to start. You don't need to have all the answers, you just need to move forward with faith. The war inside is not about perfection, it's about progress. Every time you fall and get back up, you're stronger than before. Every time you fail and still keep trying, you're braver than yesterday. Every time you cry and still move forward, you're closer to victory. You don't lose when you fall, you lose when you refuse to rise again. The enemy inside you wants to make you weak. It wants to drain your energy, your hope, and your belief. It wants you to live in regret. It wants you to compare yourself to others. It wants you to live small. But you weren't created to live small. You weren't born to live defeated. You were born to conquer, to overcome, and to rise. You were designed to win, but not by avoiding struggle, by facing it head on. Some of the greatest victories in life happen in silence. Nobody claps, nobody notices, nobody celebrates you, but deep down, you know you just won another round. You didn't quit this time. You didn't give in to that habit. You didn't respond to that negativity. You didn't let that person's words break you. You didn't allow your emotions to control you. That's how you win, quietly, consistently, faithfully. When you win the war inside, your life changes from the inside out. You start seeing challenges differently. You start seeing pain as a teacher. You start seeing rejection as redirection. You start seeing problems as opportunities. You stop running from what scares you, and you start chasing what strengthens you. That's how warriors are made. But here's something most people don't understand. Winning the war inside requires daily work. It requires prayer. It requires discipline. It requires reflection. It requires humility. Because your mind doesn't change by accident. It changes by intention. It changes when you decide that you're tired of being your own worst enemy. It changes when you take responsibility for your thoughts. It changes when you stop blaming your past, your environment, or others, and start looking within. Every time you choose peace over panic, you're winning. Every time you choose forgiveness over bitterness, you're winning. Every time you choose patience over anger, you're winning. Every time you choose to walk by faith instead of fear, you're winning. Because victory is not a single event, it's a lifestyle. The truth is, the war inside never completely ends. You'll always have to fight it. Some days you'll win easily, and other days you'll barely hold on. But that's okay, because even on your weakest day, as long as you don't give up, you're still winning. The fact that you're still trying means you're stronger than the voice that's trying to destroy you. Remember this, you cannot control everything that happens in life, but you can control how you respond. You can't control the storms, but you can control your sail. You can't control the darkness, but you can control your light. You can't control what people say about you, but you can control what you believe about yourself. That's how you win. When your mind tells you, I can't, answer back with God can. When your heart says, I'm tired, remind it of why you started. When your fear says, it's impossible, let your faith whisper, watch me. Because sometimes the war inside is not about fighting harder, it's about believing deeper. When you learn to win the war inside, your external life starts aligning with peace. You stop reacting to every small thing. You stop chasing validation. You stop being controlled by opinions. You stop doubting your worth. Because your foundation becomes internal, not external. And no one can take that away from you. You have to understand, the greatest prisons are built in the mind. People lock themselves in cages of guilt, fear, and insecurity, and then wonder why they can't feel free. Freedom starts when you realize the key has been in your hand all along. You have the power to change the way you think. You have the power to silence that negative voice. You have the power to break free from the lies that say you'll never be enough. Every great man or woman you admire once fought their own internal war. They doubted themselves. They felt pain. They wanted to quit. But they didn't. They won not because they were fearless, but because they kept moving despite fear. They understood that courage is not the absence of fear, it's the decision to keep walking even when fear follows you. Winning the war inside is about mastering your mind before it masters you. Because if you don't learn to control your thoughts will control you. They'll shape your reality, your emotions, and your future. And that's why every day you must train your mind like a warrior. You must feed it discipline. You must surround it with positivity. You must protect it from negativity. You must remind it daily that you are in control. When your thoughts are against you, remind yourself of everything you've survived. You've been through heartbreak, through loss, through betrayal, through pain, and yet you're still here. That means you've already won many wars you once thought you couldn't survive. So why doubt yourself now? The same strength that carried you through your past will carry you through your future. Don't let your emotions make permanent decisions. Feel them, acknowledge them, but don't let them rule you. Your emotions are like waves, they rise and fall, but they don't define the ocean. You are the ocean. You are deeper than what you feel right now. You are stronger than what you think. You are capable of more than you imagine. The mind can be your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. It can either destroy you or empower you. The choice is yours. Every thought is a seed, and your life is the garden. If you plant negative seeds, you'll live a negative life. If you plant faith, gratitude, and courage, you'll live a life of peace and strength. So plant wisely. Every day you wake up, remember, you have a choice. You can either surrender to the war inside, or you can rise and fight it. You can let your fears control you, or you can make faith your commander. You can live in regret, or you can move in purpose. You can keep reliving the pain of your past, or you can start building the peace of your future. You are stronger than your self-doubt. You are braver than your fears. You are greater than your struggles. The war inside doesn't define you, how you fight it does. When you wake up tomorrow, remind yourself, I'm not fighting the world. I'm fighting for myself. I'm not at war with people. I'm at war with my own weakness. I'm not trying to prove them wrong. I'm trying to prove myself right. And then go out and win that war, one thought at a time. The world will never truly understand your silent battles. But you know what? They don't need to. Because real warriors don't fight for applause, they fight for peace. They don't fight to be seen, they fight to be free. So don't let the noise of the world drown out the voice of your purpose. Don't let the pain of your past stop the promise of your future. Don't let temporary emotions cause permanent damage. You are not your mistakes. You are not your fears. You are not your failures. You are the fighter that keeps showing up no matter how hard life hits. Every scar tells a story of survival. Every tear proves your strength. Every fall was just preparation for your rise. So rise again, because the battle is not over until you win it within. And when that day comes, when you finally silence that inner chaos, when peace replaces panic, when faith replaces fear, that's when you'll realize the truth. You never needed to conquer the world. You just needed to conquer yourself. So keep fighting, keep believing, keep pushing, because even when it feels like you're losing, as long as you don't quit, you're still winning. You were born for victory. You were built for this battle. And no matter how many times life knocks you down, you have the power to rise again. Win the war inside, and you'll win everything else. Thank you so much for watching. If this video inspired you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Be Inspired from Life for more motivational content. And remember, no matter where you are in life, you have the power to change your future. See you in the next video.